Hi everybody, good morning and welcome to Conversations with MM. This is Marivir Montibon here in New York.
Kids, I think as long as they grow up proud of who they are, I feel like my job is done.
Above all, never lose hope. Every good person, every individual, and every child.
Hi everybody, good morning. Welcome to Conversations with MM. Marivir here in New York City. We have two special guests today and it's a Friday. Hope you had a very wonderful week and looking forward to a good weekend. So our guests are two, like Filipinos in Queens are stepping up in these difficult times of ours. They are I'm featuring Apicha Community Health Center, Therese Rodriguez, and New York State Assemblymember Stephen Raga. They're here to provide service when it is needed the most for their constituents, for their clients here in Queens. So first off, I'd like to say thank you and congratulations to Apicha Community Health Center for their successful uh, fair, health fair and cultural fair, which happened on August 9 in Jackson Heights at the Diversity Plaza. The cultural and health fair provided free health screenings for everybody. It was open to everyone, and about 600, maybe more. I thought there was more people who attended the fair and had themselves screened for BP, for cholesterol, and all those necessary information about your health to be able to address it properly. And there were also a lot of giveaways for kids since school is about to open. So Apicha gave a lot of backpacks for school children. And of course, I had a very wonderful interview with the CEO, Ms. Therese Rodriguez, who assured everybody that despite the Medicaid budget cuts, they are doing their best to provide to welcome everyone who are in need of health services at the community health center. So let's take a listen to Therese. Hi, Therese. Congratulations for this big effort in the community.
Thank you.
And also the opening of the pediatric service.
Yeah,
That's
it's
amazing.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
The pediatric service has opened a year ago, but this is the first time that with the development and delivery of our women's health services,
Uh-huh.
we also were able to take care of a lot of pregnant women.
Yeah.
And we were able to to bring the newly born child into care
Yeah.
immediately with
So,
the pediatric.
That's being like holistic and continuous
Yes.
in the healthcare program.
Yeah, and we're hoping that the child really is surrounded by care in the context of the life cycle, as he goes from infant to teen to adult,
Yeah.
as he becomes senior. That's the whole concept of the community health center, to
Amazing.
take care of people's lives from birth to grave.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a lot of work for you and for everybody.
And it requires a village to put it together.
Right,
Because,
right.
It is important that the community shares with us the kind of environment that can really make people understand the importance of primary care.
Yes.
And the importance of not seeking help only when they're sick and having to go to emergency
Yeah,
and being hospitalized.
Yes.
Primary care is where we keep people as healthy as possible for long as possible during life cycles.
Right. Are you still being threatened by the budget cuts this time? Definitely, yeah.
It is already, it is not just threat, it's real.
It's happening.
It's happening.
So how are you coping? How do you exist? Continue to exist.
We will continue to provide the services according to the best of our resources, as
Yeah.
well as we intend to bring the issues to more of our city and our state officials who will have who will have the means and the wherewithal to really take care of the New Yorkers who are being served by community health centers.
Uh-huh.
We're not alone in this.
Yeah.
All community health centers depend a lot on Medicaid. And
Yes.
the severe cuts on Medicaid, a lot of community health centers may not even be able to stay open. And that those are and things like that, those kinds of policies have very not only current and severe consequences in the moment, it can have decades of impact.
I know.
And that means we may not have healthy individuals, using preventative care, but we'll have more and more going to emergency rooms or
Oh my
urgent
God.
care in order to take care of their episodic issues.
Yeah.
Not one that keeps them really attuned to the latest way they can keep and care for themselves and keep healthier lives.
Are you also tapping funding from private organizations, foundations that are into health mandates?
That will be part of the requirements of keeping us alive
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness.
and well.
Yeah. And also, I remember when we had the last conversation that the big threat is the outbreak again of, God forbid, the HIV epidemic because of the budget cuts. Are we still on that
There has been
fear?
there has been progress in bringing down the rate of mortality and the spread of the epidemic because of the new developments in the biomedical development of bringing in pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Yeah.
However, it's still a problem to have 38,000 and more still, becoming HIV positive on an annual basis. That's a whole lot. While it's not in the millions, it is in the hundreds of thousands. It still is a large number of people, and having HIV services cut, it can create a basis for people not having resources, and therefore, the epidemic can go wild again because there are just no resources available for people.
Right. So, what do you want to say to the legislators and local officials to keep community centers like Apicha alive?
One is we serve their constituents.
Uh-huh.
It's very important that they look out for their health, well-being,
Yeah.
and well-being of their constituents. Second, that we cannot do it by ourselves. We need the city and state officials to work with us, to plan with us how all of this disruption can be mitigated. And it might mean really trying to figure out as well where to get resources from places in terms of corporate taxes, places where what's called perhaps a lot more really looking into are we going to send all of the New York taxes to the federal government?
Oh,
Or,
there's that.
There's all of those thinking that's going on. But right now they're doing that. And also the most important thing is for these elected officials to see to it that providers, doctors, and health centers are protected also legally.
Uh-huh.
And because if we are going to take care of the people, we've got to also be protected by the state laws, because it's not just cuts, it's a whole lot of harsh policies that is being implemented on our immigrant brothers and sisters as well as our transgender community.
Oh my God. So hang in there, Therese, and thank you for your leadership.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Therese Rodriguez, the CEO of Apicha Community Health Center, which has centers in Jackson Heights and Manhattan. Thank you, Therese, for that conversation. Despite the noise, your message came across very clearly, and we thank you for your leadership, for hanging on and thinking of ways to be able to come up with funds to continue your services in the community despite the impending cuts in Medicaid. And so the event, ladies and gentlemen, which took place at the Diversity Plaza, is an annual event where community health centers like Apicha um, promotes itself to help to improve the awareness of people of the presence of community health centers, and to give them access to health care. So the important thing is you have to take care of yourselves own on a regular basis instead of just going to hospitals when emergency or urgency is already demanded for yourself, for your care. So actually we have to understand that CHS are the nation's largest primary care unit. It serves 32.5 million patients nationwide. And the celebration, which took place on August 9 in Queens, um, ha- had a theme: America's Healthcare Center Celebrating Past, Present, and Future, 60 Years of Improving the Nation's Health. Now, Apicha serves about 7,600 patients throughout New York City, treating a range of chronic diseases such as diabetes, obesity, HIV/AIDS, high cholesterol, depression, anxiety, and PTSD. And it offers primary care, pediatrics, and women's health dentistry in Jackson Heights. And it also provides HIV/AIDS prevention and care, behavioral health, and free health insurance, SNAP, food assistance, and Medicaid enrollment. So during that event, Apicha um, commended and gave recognition to Jotana Mu Remriartawate. He is a Community Health Champion awardee, and that has been very consistent in offering his time and services to community public health. So congratulations to Mr. Rimriar Wate. And also present during the event was State Assembly Member Jessica Gonzalez Rojas. You see in the picture, the leftmost, and State Member Catalina Cruz, and Assembly Member Steven Raga. Okay. So that was a very vibrant event that I personally witnessed and was happy to see the vibrance of Queens that summer day. And also this one I have to show you, the cultural fair included Bollywood dancing by a local artist in Queens. And so it was a very artistic, cultural, and artistic affair that day as well. Okay. So after this, I'd like to share with you my conversation with Assembly Member Steven Raga. But let me just share this with you to thank our sponsors. Okay, so here now is my conversation with New York State Assembly member Stephen Raga. Stephen was at the Apicha Community Health Center Health Fair, Health and Cultural Fair, and where I chanced upon him in a very substantial but quick conversation. So let me share this with you now. Thanks for this conversation again.
Anything for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. So, how are you, and what's keeping your office busy for Queens?
It is nonstop busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Even today, I think we start at 7 a.m. We're going to end around midnight or 1 a.m.
Oh my
today.
gosh,
We
uh-huh.
had 3 events in Manhattan. I just went to one event right now, Indigenous Peoples Day in Woodside Avenue, and then coming here
Uh-huh.
for Apicha's Health Fair here
Yes,
at the
yes.
Diversity Plaza in Jackson Heights.
Uh-huh.
I have to go back to speak in another event, and then I have my Youth Day event, my annual Youth Day event at Elmhurst
okay.
Library at 1 o'clock. And
Oh
then
my
we have
gosh.
several other events the rest of the day.
How do you keep healthy? How do
I
you
don't.
keep
I'm not healthy.
energized?
My doctor says I need to stop.
Stop working
get
so much?
sleep,
Yeah.
less caffeine.
Yeah, oh
but
my
I
God.
told them, look at where we live. Like the food here is too good.
Yes,
I
you can't resist, right?
So, but yeah, it's been pretty busy, but it's always good to see friends, community leaders here in the process.
Yes. How do you feel the difference now of the vibrance of the community with the presidency of Trump? Are people? Do you sense a big fear, or people are just doing their daily lives?
No, I sense a big fear.
Uh-huh.
I know there's a positive atmosphere here in an event like this,
Yeah.
but this is not usually the atmosphere I work in or
Uh-huh.
or experience on an average day. Let's say there's
Yeah.
no average day, but on an average day, we have constituents and neighbors here
Yeah.
who are being disappeared in court in 26 Federal Plaza.
Right,
and they
right.
have to ask their family if they're okay. How can we help them? That's nothing. Those are things that we can't post online or post
Yeah,
on social
right,
media. It's
right.
not a press release. But that's the everyday things and the trauma that our neighbors are who are trying to do it the right way. They're
Uh-huh.
trying to do the next step.
Mhm.
Are facing right now.
Oh, so your office is actively doing like support system, legal system, and all that for these.
To the extent that we can, we're not doing legal services. We can forward to a legal partner that might be able to take the case. Some of our staff help escort people who have cases and hearings down at 26 Federal Plaza, just because they're just scared to even walk there. You know?
Yes.
Just to have someone to be with. Our office members do that. And then at the very least, even though we don't have things outside the scope of what an assembly office is supposed to do, we still go ahead and try to follow up with the family. And we knock on their door personally and say, do you need help? Here's our card. If you need anything, let us know. We'd love to help. If we cannot help or outside our scope or we don't have the resources, we will try to find you somebody who can.
Oh, thank you for that effort. That's a big help.
Yeah, because that's all we can do.
Yeah,
if I could
yeah.
do it in a stroke of a pen to diminish their pain, suffering, and trauma right now, I would do that. But even right now, we're still just following up because we would know where maybe their contact information, maybe we were noted of it or they called our office. We try to help as much as we're allowed to.
Thank you so much, Stephen.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that was Assemblyman Stephen Raga of the New York State Assembly. Thank you, Stephen, for that information that your office has been very busy in providing support to needy, very fearful constituents of yours and the neighbors. Raga is the District 30 representative, which covers Jackson Heights, part of Woodside, Maspeth, and Astoria, if I'm not mistaken. It's included. So thank you. And he has been very straightforward in telling us that it's no longer the usual normal day in Queens where people just feel free and doing their work in the usual way, because they actually fear to be randomly arrested or accosted by ICE by the feature of their looks that they're not white. So it's a conversation that I have always just engaged with among ordinary people. I mean, citizens here, residents here. So it's not a good thing for us, for our hearts, for our mental health. This situation we are right now, and we'd like to thank our leaders, our Filipino leaders, for stepping up and for doing what they can, particularly Assembly Member Stephen Raga, and a while ago, uh, Therese Rodriguez, CEO of Apicha, who is also thinking, along with all her team members, in providing healthcare that is needed by the community this because of the budget cuts that's happening in Medicaid, and the research and services are um, substantially affected by it. So that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what's happened in Queens last week, last Saturday, and let me share this with you. You would remember that I went to Washington, D.C. the other week. And so we chanced upon, while walking on M Street, uh, we saw the oldest stone house in Washington, D.C. And it has survived the test of time. Look at that. It's been restored and being taken care of by the city government in Washington. And it looks really welcoming. It's already a souvenir shop and a mini museum. So we went inside, and this is what I saw. So, this perks me a lot. Like, this is the place where one of the places where the leaders, the founding fathers of America, would meet and discuss war strategies, like as they defied the British colonial monarchical government imposed into the new areas in America. So this was where most of the meetings were held. So this one. So it's amazing for me. Oops, that's me taking a picture of the fireplace and the cooking area. So this is the oldest original home in Washington, D.C. Now, this is on M Street, and it was built on 1706 and has been exclusively used as um, I couldn't read it so much. It's in Georgetown, and you got to visit this because this is a historic place. Okay, so take a look at that. And it has a beautiful garden, um, a huge garden outside. And so and the trees are quite tall, and the foliage is thick. So it makes for a very cool respite for tourists like us at that time. Okay, and so this was also the place where the women who took part in the revolution against the British colonial forces um, managed and uh, kept the budget and gave children their I mean the soldiers also their provisions for them to sustain in the struggle for independence. So I was very amazed with that. And let me see if we can do this. Like, also yesterday we had a media hour with the consulate general uh, in New York with Conjen Sinen Mangalili. And the first of the events that he was promoting is this the Juan Guide to Business Filipino-vation from vision to six figures. So people, if you want to succeed in your businesses, try to listen to the speakers that will be sharing with us how to succeed in your businesses in the US. And the speakers are um, Chris Mauricio, Ramon Vinluan, Marty Austria, Carol Avila, Edil Cuerpo, and Josel Diaz. So it's on August 28, 2025. You have to register. It's going to happen at the Philippine Center on 556 Fifth Avenue, New York City. This is in between 45th and 46th Street. So this is brought to you by the DTI, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Trade Attaché in New York, and the Philippine um, Consulate General in New York, and also it's being supported by the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so enjoy this one and have some insights and learn from the experience of the successful entrepreneurs in the US, the Filipino entrepreneurs in the US. Okay, so I think that's just been it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you will enjoy your weekend. And remember to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks for watching and see you again in our future episodes. Bye for now. Mwah, mwah.